Assalamu alaikum students. Let me start the computer screen. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start second lecture of the course Pharmaceutical Technology 715. In first lecture we have discussed different types of novel drug delivery system in which we started oral osmotic pumps. About oral osmotic pumps, we have discussed that what are oral osmotic pumps and what are the formulation for the oral osmotic pumps, advantages and disadvantages of oral osmotic pump drug delivery system, principle of osmosis, principle of osmotic drug delivery system, materials used in formulation of osmotic pumps, things which need to be considered, like we have discussed what would be the quality or the parameter of the drugs, osmotic agents, semi-permeable membrane, all these things. These were the simple graphic representation of the osmotic drug delivery system, and we done it up till the first, that is types of oral osmotic pumps. We have discussed elementary osmotic pumps. Student, remember that oral osmotic systems are for gastrointestinal tract. Osmotic implants are also available, which you have to implant under your skin. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss only the osmotic pumps which are used for the gastrointestinal system. Students, we had discussed in our previous lecture that what is elementary osmotic pump, and now we are going to start with the second type of the pump, which is called push-pull osmotic pump. So let me summarize the lecture. The first lecture we have discussed that osmotic pumps or osmotic drug delivery system is a type of drug delivery system in which the drug is released in controlled fashion from the osmotic pump, and it is due to the osmosis or osmotic pressure. And we had an idea in the previous lecture that what is osmosis and how it releases the drugs from the system. The second type of osmotic pump is push-pull osmotic pump. Students, push-pull osmotic pump is a modification of the above explained elementary osmotic pump. The major advantage of this system over elementary osmotic pump is that it is possible to deliver both poorly water soluble as well as highly water soluble drugs at a constant rate. This system is similar as a standard bilayer coated tablet where one layer contains drug in a formulation of polymeric osmotic agent and the other tablet layer contains excipient. So push-pull osmotic pump, the criteria is it acts like a bilayer tablet. By bilayer tablet, we means that we formulate a tablet which contains two layers. And in case of push-pull osmotic pump, the first layer is this system is similar as standard bilayer coated tablet where one layer contains drug in a formulation of polymeric matrix or polymer which is used in osmotic pump system, and the osmotic agent and the other layer of tablet contain excipient. So it is a type of bilayer tablet. After the coating has been applied, a small hole is drilled through the membrane by suitable methods such as laser or mechanical drill on the drug layer side of the tablet. So if you have a bilayer tablet, and then we will coat that tablet, and after coating we will have to make a hole, a orifice through which the drug will be released, and there are different processes for making an orifice in the system. So the most usable process, or in industrial practice, the most famous process for which is used for the drilling is like with laser drill, or you can use it as a mechanical drill process. Through laser, you can make a hole, or you can use any mechanical process suitable for your system to make a hole on the surface of the tablet through a side from where active substance is present, because osmotic pump contains drug in a bilayer tablet form. One layer contains the active ingredient in a polymeric matrix, and the other layer contain excipients. So a drill is made, or a hole is drilled through a membrane by a suitable method such as laser or mechanical drill on the drug layer side of the tablet. These are the representation of the expanded push compartment during operation, polymeric push compartment before operation. You can see that this is the osmotic drug core, and this is the polymeric substances or the polymer which is used, and this is the semi-permeable membrane around the system, and there is a hole in that process. This is the delivery orifice. You can see that after absorbing water, the black area, which is polymeric compartment, it will swell, and when it will swell, it will increase pressure on the drug content or osmotic core drug, and through that pressure the drug will be released from this orifice. As you can clearly see from the diagram that the black area is increases after absorption of water. So this is push-pull osmotic pump, because the polymer responsible to push the drug from the orifice after absorbing water. Let's proceed further. Now, next type is osmotic pump with non-expanding second chamber. Student, this system is also belongs to multi-chamber devices. The major difference from the above system is that it contains a non-expanding second chamber. As you can see in the diagram here, this chamber expand. You can see the area, the dark area is increasing, and it will facilitate the release of drug from this orifice. Another type is that it contains non-expanding second chamber, means it is a multi-chamber system. The major difference from the above system is that it contains a non-expanding second chamber. The first chamber contains a biologically inert osmotic agent such as sugar or simple salt like sodium chloride, whereas the second chamber contains the drug. So means it contains two chamber. First chamber contains osmotic agent and the second chamber contains drug. This phenomena is useful in cases where, because in some of the drug, this phenomena is useful in the cases where, because in some of the drug leaves the oral osmotic device a saturated solution, and thus irritation of the GI tract may occur. This device is useful for the delivery of relatively insoluble drug. So students, this phenomena is useful because it will not produce any irritation to the digestive system of the tract, because whenever an osmotic system release drug, that drug is of saturated solution and it can cause irritation of the area where the implant is present. Let's proceed. This is the diagram of the system, osmotic pump with non-expanding second chamber. Here you can see that this is the exit orifice, this is the first compartment, and in the first compartment you can see that drug is present in diluted solution. Then there is a second compartment, and in the second compartment there is also a drug. So you can formulate it as a multi-system where it will release the drug through the same phenomena as that of the single elementary osmotic pump or push-pull pump. So the only difference is that it contains multi-compartment. The basic phenomena is same, that it will release drug through osmotic pressure. Now the next system is, students, osmotic bursting osmotic pump, or you can say that this system is very similar to an elementary osmotic pump system, but it differs from EOP because the delivery orifice is absent and size may be smaller in this system. When it is placed in an aqueous environment, water is imbibed or absorbed, and thus hydraulic pressure is built up inside. Due to increased hydraulic pressure inside, in order to release the pressure, the wall will rupture and the drug is released to outside of the environment. In order to control the drug release and to obtain desired drug release, the thickness as well as the area of the semi-permeable membrane can be varied. This type of system is able to provide drug release in pulse manner. So there is a difference between elementary osmotic pump and bursting osmotic pump, that the system is same like EOP, but the only difference is that it does not contain any orifice in the system. So now what will happen if you will place this pump in your GIT, it will absorb water or imbibe water. After absorption, pressure inside the system will increase and it will rupture the system. Means after utilizing the bursting osmotic pump, the hole is produced inside the body. There is no need for the drilling of the hole before taking the drug. So this is the difference between the bursting osmotic pump and the elementary osmotic pump system, that this system does not contain any hole or orifice, but the orifice is produced after you take the implants, and then this pump will burst inside the body and will produce a hole through which drug will be released. Now, next is liquid oral osmotic system. Various liquid oral osmotic system available to provide controlled delivery of liquid drug formulation include LOROS, liquid oral reservoir osmotic system, hard cap liquid oral reservoir osmotic system, soft cap, and a delayed liquid bolus delivery system are available. Each of these systems include a liquid drug layer, an osmotic engine or push layer, and a semi-permeable membrane coating. When the system is in contact with the aqueous environment, water permeates across the rate controlling membrane and activates the osmotic layer. Students, the simple difference is that here you deliver the drug in a liquid form. You actually formulate that drug in a liquid form. The drug is present in the liquid form inside the core, and after utilizing the drug, or when it enters in your body, then water permeates through semi-permeable membrane and activate the process of osmosis, which release the drug from the system. The expansion of the osmotic layer results in the development of hydrostatic pressure inside the system, thereby forcing the liquid formulation to be delivered at the delivery orifice. Whereas liquid oral reservoir osmotic system, hard cap and soft cap system are designed to provide continuous drug delivery. The LOROS, delayed liquid bolus delivery system, is designed to deliver a pulse of liquid drug. The delayed liquid bolus delivery system comprises three layers: a placebo delay layer, a liquid drug layer, and an osmotic engine, all surrounded by rate controlling semi-permeable membrane. The delivery orifice is drilled on the placebo layer end of the capsule-shaped device. When the osmotic engine expands, the placebo is released, first delaying release of the drug layer. Drug release can be delayed from 1 to 10 hours depending on the permeability of the rate controlling membrane and size of the placebo. This is the diagram of the liquid oral osmotic pump. Here you can see that the liquid drug formulation is there, and after that osmotic, there is the black layer is the osmotic layer, and the third is the rate controlling membrane, and this is the delivery orifice. You can see that before operation the area which contains the liquid layer is very large, and after operation it facilitates the release of the drug through this orifice in the liquid form. So there is a soft gelatin in which a layer of soft gelatin is made in which the liquid drug is formulated. As you can see, soft gel capsule which contains liquid formulation inside the gelatin layer. So this is like the same system, but it will release drug as per your, means the drug will be released as per predetermined factors. So this is the liquid oral osmotic system. Controlled porosity osmotic pump. It is an osmotic tablet wherein the delivery orifices holes are formed in situ through leaching of water-soluble pore-forming agents incorporated in semi-permeable membrane like urea, nicotinamide, sorbitol, etc. Drug release rate from CPOP depends on various factors like coating, thickness, solubility of drug in tablet core, level of leachable pore forming agents, and osmotic pressure differences across the membrane. So these are the controlled porosity osmotic pump. Means the porosity of the semi-permeable membrane is controlled, and it is in the form of osmotic tablet. We actually include these agents which leach and prepare the semi-permeable membrane and makes a holes on the surface of the membrane. So therefore, these are called porosity osmotic pumps. There are several obvious advantages inherited to the CPOP system. The stomach irritation problems are considerably reduced as drug is released from the whole of the device surface rather from a single hole. Further, no complicated laser drilling unit is required because the holes are formed in situ. In situ means in your formulating facility. So one of the major advantages is that the whole system throughout the semi-permeable membrane drug will be released. There is no single pore. The pores are present throughout the semi-permeable membrane due to leaching agents which are incorporated in the formulation of this system. These are the diagrams of the controlled porosity osmotic pumps. This is the microporous membrane. You can see that rigid semi-permeable membrane, osmotic core, and after that, by absorbing water, microporous membrane is produced, and this microporous membrane then facilitates the release of the drug throughout its surface. Proceed further. Sandwiched osmotic tablet. Sandwiched osmotic tablet is composed of polymeric push layer sandwiched between two drug layers with two delivery orifices. When placed in the aqueous environment, the middle push layer containing the swelling agent swells and the drug is released from the two orifices situated on opposite side of the tablet. Thus, sandwiched osmotic tablets can be suitable for drugs prone to cause local irritation of the gastric mucosa. So another system is student sandwiched osmotic tablets. These are the schematic diagrams of the sandwiched osmotic tablets. Here you can see the two layer of the drug. This is the delivery orifice and this is the semi-permeable membrane. One orifice is at the top and other is at the bottom. Both are at the opposite side. When water imbibiates at the system, the membrane will expand, and as you can see that here the inner area is expand. So this expansion will facilitate the release of the drug during operation. So this was the sandwiched osmotic tablet system. Now students, example of marketed products available in osmotic pumps. Actrium, phenyl, propanol, amine, elementary osmotic pump. This is available as a design of osmotic pump. So you can see there are different types of drugs and the product name, active pharmaceutical ingredient. These are the brand name of the product. These are the active pharmaceutical ingredient in this product, and these are the different osmotic system in which these formulations are designed. So you can see that push-pull osmotic system is also present for glucotrol, then mini press. So you can see here, these are the examples, different examples of the drugs that are available in market in the form of osmotic pumps. So students, in this lecture, we have discussed that what are osmotic pump system for oral drug delivery system. Remember students that these all are designed for oral drug delivery system. Osmotic pumps can be also applied to ocular system, or you can also implant. These systems are also available for implants, and in this course we are only discussing those osmotic pump system or tablets which are designed for the oral drug delivery system. So student, if we are going to summarize the lecture in this system, first we have discussed that what are the course content in first lecture we have discussed, and now then we discussed the oral osmotic pumps, as we have discussed that these formulations are available mostly in the form of tablet dosage form, and these tablet dosage form are then formulated with ingredients which are main materials which are used in the formulation of oral osmotic pumps. And first were the drug selection, then osmotic agents, then semi-permeable membrane, and then wicking agents, pore forming agents, coating agent. Students, simply the simple idea is that we can formulate drugs in this novel dosage form in order to get the controlled release of the drug. The main difference between the conventional and these novel drug delivery system is that in novel drug delivery system we actually control the release of drug. We actually target the specific site for the drug delivery system in order to facilitate the release of the drug. So student, hope the concept is clear for this. This was the first lecture regarding novel GIT drug delivery system. We have covered oral osmotic system. Now inshallah in the next lecture we will be covering all the other topics which are mentioned in your course. Thank you very much.